Hello there, and welcome back to MidLife Rises. I'm Cheryl. I got wet by the rain, and I believe a cold is trying to get me. I could feel it in my throat. Hopefully I can fight it off. But, it's just unbelievable. It's like every 6 weeks I'm getting this thing. But we are in the Lent season. I don't know if you're familiar, but it was around this season that Jesus was in the desert and was being tested by Satan himself. Now, you have to ask yourself, if he can do that to Christ, who are we, right? But with all that's going on, it's important to be able to maintain your peace, your inner peace and joy. So today, I'd like to touch base with it a little. I'm going to go into more details in the 28th minute. But for now, let's hop in. Don't go away. We know that they always say the devil is a liar and a thief. And one of the things that I can tell you for sure that he comes after to steal is your joy. And like Jesus had disciples, so does Satan. He's got his disciples, and they're sprinkled all around. This is why things like discerning and just being conscious of who you are, what you stand for, it's important to have that balance internally. Because when I tell you that this thing is for real, and the way he catches most of us is by getting involved with envy and jealousy. All of that stuff exposes you to getting something attached to you. And when I say something, I'm talking about entities, these disciples. I mean, you'll normally know someone, you're looking at that person, but if you watch closely at their behavior, you can tell it's not that person. It's whatever is driving them. Because they left themselves open, it happened. And it can be anyone. Okay? When I say anyone, I mean exactly that. It can take place with anyone that is getting involved with competing, envy and jealousy, bitterness. I'm telling you stuff that I experience and the way I go about it, because my voice is kind of trying to leave me, so bear with me. But it is not something to play with. The way you can tell that this is taking place with others around you is by looking at the behaviors, because it will not be consistent. And these individuals, they're normally not content. Like, they are cloud chasers. They are ones that need to be validated. And these are like dangerous things, because if you're not able to get fulfillment, you will be lacking peace. I have things that go on with me, but I have an incredible inner peace, and I'm happy. Like, I can comfortably say that I am happy. There are times that things are not going the way I would like it to, but overall, I'm a very happy person. And I have worked for that over the years by the things that I've been discussing with you, like spending time alone, doing the self-talks, getting into the habit of feeling what's going on and addressing it, not masking it. Because when you continuously do that, you're always going to be like a missile waiting to land. And you do get picked up by one of these things that I'm talking about. You will become a disciple, whether you want to or not, of the enemy. Here's the thing, and I would recommend you start paying attention to it. peace and joy, all of these things that are fruit of the Spirit, it's not dependent on another person or something. It's internal. And when it happens that way, no one can rock that because it's inside. Oh yeah, you'll be pushed a little, but no one can interfere with your peace and joy because it's an internal thing. It's not contingent on something or someone or a situation, whatever that may be. It's important for you to start to be conscious of that, because you will be a light that will be irritating. I'm not a saint, and I don't know the Bible cover to cover, but there are certain things that I'm very conscious of, and since I've known myself, I don't get joy out of hurting others. I don't look to get my happiness by hurting someone else. I do the right thing for the most part, and this is when no one is looking. For others that do not have that kind of disposition, I would say don't worry about it, because there is someone watching, and there is no way that anyone will be able to have peace, comfort, and joy by running around and doing wrong to others that have done nothing to them. Why again that would happen is because some people tend to get involved with things of darkness, and they attract certain energies that they're not ready for. Don't worry about ones that throw stones and hide their hand and is doing wrong. Don't worry about it. I don't. I just try to cope the best way I could with everything. As you know, I'm still dealing with my niece, someone so young. And yet people are not able to find peace within themselves. They will always be wanting, like they want something, they get it, and the thirst is still there. It never gets quenched because they've been doing wrong. Okay? And I don't know eventually where it ends, but what I do know is no one does wrong going out of their way to make another person uncomfortable and have joy and peace. It doesn't work like that. They do pay for the wrong that they do, because there is always someone watching. So don't think that these people get away, these disciples of the devil, that they get away. They don't. You have to ask yourself, what is it that drives some individuals? We don't know. One of the things that I do know is that a thief will not try to rob an empty house. It's because they're seeing something. They're seeing that light. They're seeing that joy. And the only reason why it would be irritating is because something else is there that has no business. It's a little concerning, but if you're staying on praying grounds, like I do, you won't have to worry. We are all held accountable for the wrong that we do. And I will say it again, in order to find happiness, to have your joy and have your peace, you've got to live right. You can't be running around and being mischievous and looking around to see who you can hurt, who you can make uncomfortable, because you feel like that person looks too happy. That stuff comes back on you, and it does very little to the other person, to the person that you're trying to hurt, because their peace, their joy, their happiness is not coming the way you think it is. It is not contingent on things externally. It's inside. You can't disrupt that. You can try, but again, you'll just be setting yourself up because that stuff comes back. It comes back to you. So it is what it is. You know, again, I'm not super saved. I talk about these things, and I do it often because it's important to get that rock to stand on, because people will try you. I mean, you can pinpoint these individuals because there's sort of like a bipolar behavior. There are some mental issues in the sense where there's no peace. They are not able to have peace. Not that keeps them steady. You know, when they will have in material things and so on, but that inner peace, it's not granted because they're not living their lives right. They're doing wrong. They're climbing on top of others. They're throwing rocks, hiding their hand, and doing a lot of vindictive acts. And it comes back. It comes back double. And what they don't realize is the more they do, is the more they're setting themselves up for discomfort. All right? We'll try to get into that in more details in the 28th minute, but I just wanted to come on and say hi. I hope you are all doing well. Everything, for the most part, is going steady. We are all adjusting to what just happened. I don't do it often, but I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I will ask you again to give us a like, click on that bell icon. As time goes on, you know, I'll try to do more taping, be on schedule weekly as we're supposed to, but subscribe to the channel so that you will get notified when I do kick these things out. Just kind of balancing myself out from what just happened, but I'd like you to be part of the tribe. So subscribe to the channel and don't forget to give us that like. Okay? And we will see you next time. You take care now.